So I wasn't planning to do a sports code and chat for this game, but I didn't realize that Jack Salt was going to be in this game. So we're holding an emergency sports code and chat just so we can watch and code for Jack Salt. And that's why he's on the screen right now, because the commentators are probably talking about him a lot because he's probably the funnest player, at least on the Rams. So this dude's like 6'5" and 280 pounds and can just dunk on folks. So the other interesting player that's on the Rams at the moment is Darling. Now, he wasn't on any of the other sports codes and chats as well, but he's a young New Zealander as well. He's like 280 pounds as well. He's a heavy set guy who's just really strong. So he's really fun to watch as well. He's a really good rebounder more than anything. So we're going to be watching this game against the Bulls. Now this game happened at least from the time I'm coding, like 3 days ago. So I already know who wins again and everything like that. But I didn't realize that Jack Salt was playing. So emergency sports code and chat just to see what he's up to, because I haven't seen him in a while. He hasn't been. I don't know if he's injured or what, but I'm kind of happy he's also playing because he also increases the size of the sample that we was going to have at the end of the season, because at the moment he was only going to be in like one game because the other game he was in was bad footage, so we didn't have any footage of it. What are they calling? Don't really know if I should count the shot there. I'm not going to. We're just going to count the foul. Wait, who shot the shot? Oh, well, we won't count the shot. We'll just do the fouls. Singular for the free throw, miss. And you got the second one. This is actually one of the better Ram lineups. If I had to create a Rams lineup, this would probably be near the top. I might swap out Darling for Talma. But in terms of everyone else, in terms of having Taylor out there, Cook Green, this might be Singler, definitely, obviously, this probably might be number one or close to it. So I'm interested to see how these minutes go. The Bulls are doing what I'll do against the Rams, which is running a lot of zone. Oh, we have a shot attempt. I don't really know what to call that. I'm going to call that a post-up, even though it's not really a post-up. I just don't know what else to call it. The Rams never run zone. They always run man. They have for the years of their existence under their current coach. They don't really run any zone. However, a lot of the other teams do, especially against the Rams, because, well, the Rams can't shoot, so it's always a good idea. It's going to be a free throws. Yep. Yeah, we're only 7 minutes into the game. The Rams have 5 turnovers, and they're already in the bonus. So it's been a pretty stop and start game. Taylor's a good free throw shooter though. He always makes his free throws by the looks of it. Slightly underwhelmed so far by Jack Salt. Obviously, he's just come off an injury and he's not going to start dunking on people, but I feel disappointed that I've overhyped him and then he didn't do anything. Well, he defended that shot, so. Airball. Hate to see an airball at any game of the basketball. I always don't like it when teams run zone though, because you always have to try and figure out if they're running zone in a particular position or not. And sometimes when the position's disjointed, it's hard to tell. Nice. Who assisted that? It was Cook Green. Don't know what to call that. I might call that a. Well, that's a dump off. Kind of classify a dump off if the player's just already under the basket and he just gets the ball and he just has to dribble at once or not at all and just get it in. Oh, got him off his feet. The Bulls here are loving a contested catch and shoot 3 in the left corner. Oh, put back, that was blocked by Darling. They're playing advantage by the looks of it on this rebound. The Bulls love fouling in the court, top of the court. I have absolutely no idea what that was. I think Sigler thought he was getting the foul there, but he didn't. My laptop's already starting to make noises. It's about to take off, so we'll look forward to that. Don't know if you guys can hear my laptop saying to take off and overheat and with the fan going on, but we'll just play through it. Hopefully you can hear my voice over it anyway. Don't know if I want to call this a transition position. I will. It's deflected anyway, so no outcome. I was about to say there's going to be probably a sub there, or at least a timeout or something. Oh, so as I get on the play header for fast forwards. Fix my personnel. And with that, Jack Salt was off, so we'll keep going while you're here. I've pressed man when they're running zone. Have to fix that after the position's over. Oh, that's the second clock timeout turnover they've had in this quarter. Someone just needs to shoot the ball. Even if it's a bad shot, just need to shoot the ball. Oh, good defense here by the Rams. Good defense. No, they've got no one back. They recovered. What on earth was that? Did he get blocked? Looks like he did get blocked. Well, I'll count it as a shot then. And, oh, offensive rebound. No, not dead ball. Play on. Here's what the Rams have to do. Even if it's a crap shot, sometimes you just got to throw it up there because you're running out of time. Oh my God! Don't call that. See, this. If I'd be a terrible basketball referee because in no universe would I call something like that, especially if there's some flailing arms around. I'll just get, even though it's probably a foul, I'll just get so annoyed by it and just be like, no. I'm curious whether, well, that probably was a foul in fairness. He definitely milked it though. It's the milking that I find annoying, but it was definitely a foul. See, there's a substitute on for Cook Green. Got Albertson on. He made all three. Nothing really happened in that position. Obviously, just got deflected out. Don't know what's going on there. Despite his size, I think Max Darling's actually really young. I don't know how old he is, but I think he's actually really young. At least in the one game I've watched him so far, I can see he's a really good rebounder. If you haven't checked out the sports code and chat before this one, I would recommend it. We looked at an output window instead of a code window. So I'd check that out just because it's something a little bit different than just watching me burble on and code a game. I'll let you find this interesting. He just batted the ball on and hoped it would work out. It did not. So I hate it when teams run zone sometimes and sometimes don't, because now I have to figure out if they're running zone or not. So I think that was zone. I think. It's kind of hard to tell. The Rams just substitute? They did not. See, the Rams, when you watch the Rams games, you see them, you see a few uni students coding the games with sports code like on the sideline, right beside the bench, because you're allowed to do that in the NBL, whereas you can't do that obviously in the college game quite yet. However, I have not seen another team do anything like that. Now, the only team that could possibly do something like that is the Nuggets or the Huskies, because they've also got universities in the area that that like have the resources to have SportsCode. Whereas something like the Taranaki Bulls, now if you're a watcher, you probably don't know where Taranaki is, but they definitely don't have at least the tertiary education resources around to have the students or the technology to kind of code their games. That's a big old floater, that one. Did it count? I was about to say, why do you do such a big floater? Because it was the end of the quarter. That makes more sense now. I'm going to guess they're just going with the same lineup, and I'll fix it in the next position if they're not. They're not. Well, since they just started, I will just change it. Jack Salt's on. Who else is on? Taylor, Smith. Smith is off. There we go. I like this lineup as well. Any lineup with Singler and Jack Salt on it, I'm gonna like, regardless. I just think they're the two best players on the Rams. So is this zone? I suspect it is zone. No? No, it's not zone. God, Taylor loves a floater, doesn't he? I'm a huge fan of the floater, so even when he gets in, I'm a little bit annoyed, but I went in. Pick and roll. Oh, how'd that go in? Already in the low teens for three-point shooting, which is typical of a New Zealand NBL game, especially one with the Rams in it. I want to say that was zone as well. Great pass there by Darling. Easy stuff there by Jacksol. Not going in. Foul there on the rebound. If you watch the last video with the output window, you'll learn that I don't think catch and shoot, I don't think off the dribble shots are very good shots at all, because they never seem to go in. In the last game that we reviewed, only like 2 shots of like a total of 20 went in, so it's not my favorite. I think that was zone again. What hand did he shoot that with? His left. Don't really know what the Bulls were doing there. The Rams logo is interesting because it's basically they basically took the Chicago Bulls logo and just made it a ram, and that's basically the Canterbury Rams logo. It's better. My hot take is I don't think the Chicago Bulls logo is that good. I think it's a little bit. It's from its time, but I think it's very recognizable to the point that it's kind of impossible to be bad. But if you just showed someone the logo now that had never seen it, I don't think they'd be thinking it's the greatest logo of all time, which I know is a bit of a hot take, but I actually really like the Denver Nuggets logo in the NBA. I think that's one of the better ones, especially the newer one. This is man. Oh. guy over here is just pulling Jack Salt's jersey there. I don't know what he's hoping to do there. This is a rebound for Singler. My laptop's actually been remarkably quiet so far in terms of noise. These videos aren't the greatest representation of how long these videos take to these games take to code, because since I'm talking, I'm still like obviously doing multitasking, doing two things at once. But if I was just coding a game, and I was like in the coach's locker room and that's all I was doing, I'd definitely be a lot quicker. Was that a shot? I'm gonna guess no, because it wasn't even close. The other thing I like about Jack Salt is he's also very passionate. He gets very into the game, which I do appreciate. Not a great free throw shooter though. But hey, no one's perfect. No one's perfect. So defensive rebound. I'm guessing this is, I'm going to count this as a transition. There's two uncontested to make that. Oh, no. Way too much going on there for that post-up move. Happy they didn't call that a foul. No. I don't think I've seen Max Darling shoot a 3 yet, so that's the first one I think I've seen him shoot in the 2 games. I'm guessing this was a foul before he did that. Yes, it was. Unfortunately, because that was a really fun, it was a very fun block. How tall is this guy? Kind of hard to tell how tall he is. He doesn't look very tall. Oh. Gunning it. No. Oh shit, there's been a sub. It's been like 2 subs. Both during the, I'm just going to redo those 2 positions. In fact, with that, I'll just end the video. So, Jack Salt's playing. I think they win this game, the Rams. So, maybe he's got a positive impact on the team. But tune in for the next episode, and thanks for watching.